Hi guys, welcome again to Feels Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
That's right. We outside.
Hi. Happy New Week, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's your weekend? Because it's very important for me to know. Madishi
My
always
weekend
has a
was cool.
lit weekend.
I wanted to say that I'm
always
having a
back to
fantastic
back. That's what it has been. So tell us, how did
My
you go
weekend
this
was
time?
cool. It was chilled. Nothing extraordinary, basically.
Oh
It was
wow.
cool.
Okay, Amy.
Mine was
everything
okay
well?
until yesterday when I went to the market.
I wanted to say that.
Yes.
We saw your shopping
So
list.
it was. You know what was
You
annoying?
bought all those things with
I
10,000
already-
Yeah, I actually did.
that was more
actually
true.
Let me
did.
tell you what Abi was doing. Abi was showcasing,
Yeah.
his food stuff that he
Yes.
went to the market to buy.
Husband,
in
wife,
this
husband
economy,
material,
it's even the
you
fact
guys.
that it's in this economy that do you know what it is to have 2 tubers of yam, Abi?
No, it was one.
Irish potato,
You know.
spaghetti,
You are
macaroni.
Abi was showing
You put
off.
sweet corn,
So,
but remove it.
so for those that do not understand what is going on, I put like a tweet out there. Okay, that I was going to the market with 10,000 naira, and I put a list that I was trying to like tick all the items on this list with 10,000 naira. But when I went to the market, then I started hearing price of yam and sweet corn. Hello. But then again, that was basically it. It was good. It was a good experience. I just wanted to just try it. Like, okay, I've been literally going to the market to buy in bits. I just wanted to like just stock up a little bit.
And see what it looks
As a
like.
bachelor, it's not easy.
I know. So we have a lot to talk about, basically, aside how our weekend went. When we come back from this break, we'll tell you what we have to talk about. And it has a lot to do with getting a house in Lagos as it is in this day and in this age. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Feels Unbothered.
All right. So, we're talking about how, it's getting increasingly hard to get houses in Lagos. People that are, tenants are trying to find, houses from landlords are finding it really, really hard. Now, we have actress Ese Eriata. She comes out on social media to talk about the fact that now landlords are requesting for 1-year bank statement as part of the requirements before you can get a house from them or you can get to rent their house. And this is in addition to so many other, things that have been put out that, tenants need to do before they can get houses in Lagos. So I'm wondering, why is this happening? Why are they requesting for one entire year's
Bank statement.
statement?
So first off, I think this experience that she's sharing is a one-off. You don't hear this a lot.
Yeah.
I know the one they want is you pay 2 years or you pay a year and a half, 18 months.
Exactly.
You get and a lot of other additional fees. But this is a one-off. Asking for 1-year bank statement when it's not visa.
Honestly,
But I feel like probably the landlord has had some very, very unpleasant experiences when it comes to going back and forth on probably court cases but it definitely has to do with payment. And people begin to bring out sentiment that they lost their job or they cannot afford it.
And they're like, please.
And they always people say that your first rent is the easiest to pay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is it? Because
You've put the money to
Do you
get
Even though
understand?
it's expensive because you have to pay agents
first
and all
rent,
that. It's still the
First rent
easiest
is
to
always the
pay.
easiest to pay because you've already, no matter the bills and everything, you've already put it together at once but once you now enter now and other bills start
and you already have like a relationship with your landlord. So I can just
you
talk
understand?
to him and
But then again, it's actually very, very. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what AB said.
It doesn't make
I
any
think
sense.
it's due to experiences, probably experienced things in the past and all that. So aside the state of the economy as well, which is also one of the reasons why
You also
landlords
show that
these
you're
days are
earning well,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of tenants don't understand that this is actually business for landlords. You just feel like, okay, this person should be understanding. You go to him and say, I can't pay right now. Give me 6 months, 7 months. Forgetting that these people actually have families. They actually have people. They have
that's their
responsibilities. So I think 1 year is actually overboard, but at least 6 months. But showing, like you said something before we came on set, like
I had to say that, I feel like it's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
For the tenant. What if your landlord or landlady happens to be someone who you can't trust?
Or can poke into affairs.
Not even poking into affairs. Like, you know how the economy is.
They're
now.
probably earning
They
1
can
million
kidnap
naira.
you.
You're asking.
They can and they know your house. They know your address.
Your house is your house.
Yeah.
So you can get
So there should be
kidnapped.
other ways
I don't think it's directly
showing
a
your
conversation
mouth.
with the landlord. I think it's a conversation with probably an agent or a real estate agency or a real estate company
an
that is the
agency.
intermediary between the landlord and the
Yes.
supposed or
And
proposed tenants.
True,
Yeah.
true,
So
very true.
I would really advise against that if you are directly communicating with the landlord or you're communicating
careful.
with an agent that is not certified.
Very true.
Because
Some
it would
agents
be
are
very,
really,
very risky for you to let out your financial status, your financial statement to someone that you have no idea where they're coming from.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm also thinking, does this have anything to do with the fact that EFCC brought out this, new law that says that landlords, if you go and rent your house to anybody that does Yahoo, internet fraud,
they should know the source of income.
Yes, know your source of income. So I'm
Of your
wondering,
tenants,
is this part of it? Because people are trying to escape the 15-year penalty.
yeah.
I don't think that penalty.
But you won't
the
come out
sanctions can kick
and
off
tell your
immediately.
landlord that I'm a Yahoo boy now. You won't come out and say
Well,
outrageous.
maybe if
You
they
will
see
actually be
outrageous
careful.
sums in your account that comes in
With
once in
your
a while,
bank
and they're like,
statement,
hey, this could be one of them or something like that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it would be
Your
very
activities would also determine, except you are a very, very good pretender. I mean, people who come to visit you, kind of things you do, and all
well.
that.
I really don't want to argue
Because
with
if
that.
You can always tell, to be honest.
Because see, we know these things, all right. It's when you see news on like social media, you be like, this person. No, we saw the post recently of one clergy man who was among some kidnappers that they caught, and this is a man that is a pastor somewhere or I saw the picture and I'm like, they even put his tag.
I don't want to be having
Reverend.
this conversation.
Do you understand? So
honest.
what I'm saying, I don't want to deviate from what we're talking about. What I'm saying is sometimes people are very good with shedding skin and pretense. Some people have mastered the art of real life acting. So you really cannot tell by a few financial statement released that this person is either fraudulent
crime
or
or
not.
anything of that sort.
You get? I mean, and there are different type of businesses that can give you big money at once. Boom.
True.
Do you get? Yes.
Yeah.
But that's that about that.
Multina, share happiness.
Views Unpotted.
All right, so moving on. You know how growing up, we always say, we're close to our moms and our dads. We had a lot of children. When you ask a child, who are you closer to, they will tell you their mom. So it's not because they actually wanted to be closer to their mom than their dad, just because of experiences, right? So a particular social media user shared his experience about how growing up, his father wasn't always present. His father worked, his father would always travel, and when he comes back, he didn't have their time and all that. But his mom, who didn't earn as much, was always there. I mean, even if she had to borrow, she would do that just to make sure the family moves on, right? And then his father finally retired, and he's been trying to build that bond, trying to make up for old times and all that. But now he's saying that it's too late. There's nothing that can be done about it. Like when he needed them, when he needed their presence, he wasn't really there. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the fact that do you think, I mean, it would have been different if, your father is just at home. It would have been an issue. Oh, why is he not working and all that? I mean, now his father is working, right, to make ends meet. It's just that he's not present. Yeah. Okay. So do you think you can actually balance it? Like not being present and still, still being in that good relationship, children, right? So
I feel like times have changed. Truthfully, when I read this post, he said, the father had retired, and the man will walk into the room, and everybody begins to leave
one by one, disappear
because they just want to avoid any conversation because it's just awkward for them. They didn't grow up to have that emotional connection with their father. Now, these were things that happened years back. I don't know if it's still something that is continuing now, because I feel like times have changed, and there are now different avenues for you to remain connected with family, with people, even without physically seeing them. You understand? You can be updated on whatever is going on in your child's life if you create that relationship and you come to their level. So I understand that then it was really like, I mean, when I was a child, it was really, then the world was social media, no social media. Do you get me? Before you say smartphone, there was no smartphone.
But maybe we had other people who were still very close to their fathers without
it has to be an intentional thing, all right? It has to be very intentional.
Exactly, I think that's the word.
The emotional availability of the male figure to their kids is on a minimal level compared to the mother. Do you understand? Because the mother will probably, she's very, very interested in your,
men
in your
should be
process
very
of
interested
growth. So
as
it has to
well.
be an intentional thing. Do you get me? So
we also have mothers, right, who were also aware,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
the fact that being present and all that. So
yeah.
so in all, I think presence is more better than presence. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Okay, being
Madichi
present
is
No,
giving us one.
yeah, because I mean, like, being present is better than just coming back. Oh, I bought it. But
Yeah.
the presence is actually what matters. Anyways,
presence is better than presence. You get it. You get it. You get it.
more conversations to come. Don't touch that dial.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
Welcome back, guys. It's Steve Fuse on Butter, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Still the gang out here. You know how we do it. It's another Monday. We're giving you all the vibes. So the question that I want to ask my ladies is about the law of attraction. Do you attract what you think about? Let me start with Gabby.
Do you attract what you think about AB?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Okay, so for me, I'll say yes, right? I can't really think of any particular instance in my life where I was, thinking about something so much.
So it doesn't literally have to be
Exactly, I was
the
gonna say
opposite
that.
sex. Or yeah, can
No,
be any
no,
other
no,
thing.
no. That's not even what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be rich and then you keep on thinking about money.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about a time when, the money I've been thinking about, all the wealth I've been imagining is going to
not there.
happen. It's coming, right? So I believe in the law of attraction. That's what I'm going to say.
How about
Yeah,
you,
so
Madi?
I
relationships
totally
and
believe in
everything.
the law of attraction, 100. I don't even
Do you
think
attract
about
what you
it.
think about?
I attract what I think about. I'm not even.
So that both straight, like the ones that are thinking about it.
But it's true. I'll say go straight.
Seriously. I don't know. So I've read the law of attraction, right? Apart from that, but I feel like once you manifest something, once you say, okay, see, I don't know how to explain it. What's in my head, but I know
it's psychological
that. Yeah, exactly.
somehow.
Because subconsciously we attract, but we don't know. We don't know how it happens. When you think about something now, in terms of career, relationship, marriage, if you have it in your mind that this is the kind of person I want to end up with, trust me, you're going to end up with the person. But you cannot say you want to end up with somebody who has what's it called? Who has a good sense of humor, who is kind, who is generous and all that, and you're not that person. I'm sorry, it's be difficult because you can't be a toxic person and expect to attract somebody who has all those qualities. So working on yourself is also very important.
I also wanted to say something. I feel like one of the simplest ways we see the law of attraction happen is on social media, for example.
Yeah.
You're thinking of how can I buy this new laptop and suddenly all the ads that are popping up on your
Exactly.
page.
That's data analysis. Analytics.
But if you think about it, it's still the law of attraction because you're starting to attract some of the things that you're looking for.
Okay.
And that's life generated.
Okay,
So
well,
I
I mean, I agree with you that that's life generated because, like, let me give an instance. Yeah, if you are a fan of cars and probably in your mind you literally like this car, let me give an example of a very common car that probably in 10 minutes you're going to see about 10. That's Toyota Camry. All right. If you're interested in buying a Toyota Camry, trust me, when you're driving on the road or whether you're in a public bus and everything, you're going to see more of Toyota Camry than any other car.
Amy, is Amy trying to tell us something? I feel like Amy is trying to say something. Are you? But it's okay.
So I mean, what you attract, what you think about. You begin to notice what is on your mind from your subconscious.
More,
Do you
right.
understand? So it boils down to it's not restricted to just maybe love life or relationship. No. it boils down to
anything,
the
any
simplest
area of your
thing.
life.
Probably you've been thinking of getting a wristwatch every time you go to a supermarket and you say, and they have wristwatch here, and they have wristwatch here. You get me?
Yeah.
So that's the much you can take today on Fuse on Butter. Do not forget to join the conversation online YouTube. It's the Fuse. That's the page. Follow, subscribe, and turn on the notification. You can follow us on Instagram at Fuse_local. Link up with me, Sub Daddy, holla at AB_AKYNZ.
I am _Madichi on all social media platforms.
On Instagram, you find me at Gabby.Gabby.
All right.
All right, guys. Till next time, stay Fuse.
Fuse.
Holla.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.